that's at least something for our sweet, sweet Lydia to not be as guilty as fuck. It's the desolation cell. Is there anything else around here? Oh, fell. Did I cancel the meditation? Oh no, it's just there's nothing there. There's a few things over there. Is there any way to get around? Maybe I have to go around the building this way. Maybe I can't go around the building. But maybe I've got to try. Of course I can go around it. It's not an actual building. It's a gate. It's a teleportal throughout time and space. I'm sure there was things over here when I scanned last time. Oh, there's one. Nothing down there. Does this make you feel sick? There has to be something over here. They can't make me have gone all this way for nothing, can they? Would they? They did. Just one blood crystal. All this way. One blood crystal. I think it might be better to just jump in the water and... Or maybe it won't be so long to walk back. What is that? Is that a thing? It's just another blood crystal. Damn it. Nothing down there? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I think it's time. Get the freak out of here. Where do we want to go is a good question, though. You know what? We've got a lot of stuff that the doctor needs to answer for. It's time to talk to the doctor. As much as we don't want to do it, as much as we don't like him. You know, equally, let's... There's another mystery here afoot.
Getting saved.
Jet ski. And the other mystery is what's in this pyramid, and I remember going there. And it needing every fucking single thing to get in, but we have them all now, so we can bust it down.
Computer.
These coming together nicely. What the fuck is this? One of those. One of those. No ball head? That's right. 80%. No. Is there anything else that looks like it's part of this? I can just brute force it if I want to, but... Is there another arm that looks like that one? Nope. See, that one doesn't look like the thing it's supposed to. Everything else looks exactly like it. Nope.
Nightmare
It's
computers
that.
are unlocked.
Okay. I sort of figured that out easier. What are we gonna find in here? What untold horrors? Well. Hello. Crying grudge. Why am I being plagued by insects? You don't seem particularly fazed by meeting a god. I'm having a strange day. This isn't the weirdest thing I've done. Too many of you have come to see me these last few years, exploiting my weakened
That's
state.
weird.
Who? Your mad king, obsessed little shit. The masked man, a sneaky one, that one. The woman that builds. She's pure in her goals, I admire her. And now you, who are you? I'm the investigator. What are you investigating?
The investigator is here.
Last night someone murdered the council. Ha 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 ha. The Mad King is dead.
What the hell?
Why do you refer to Montserrat as mad? He believed he was more than he was. Anyone like that is mad. He doubled down on his madness, though, his plans for the next island, the arrogance. Who's the masked man that came to see you? Witness. Are all of you like him? Why live like that? You need to find why he took my flesh from me. Do you have a name? The one that oversees the end of the island. I have met him before. He came to me recently. Witness. What did he want? My flesh.
Sure.
Why? The key to a lock, same as the woman. Called her a builder. Did you mean architect Carmelina? She is more creative. She had a better plan. What plan are you talking about? The flesh was fused with another. My body lives elsewhere on this island. Anyone else stop by to tear a strip off? When the Mad King wasn't so mad, he used my flesh to make the lock. He wore it on a pendant. No one can open the lock without him. What lock? The Mad King's fourth holy seal. You need my flesh to pass through it. What do you know about someone possessed by a demon? I can feel him out there. The anger emanating is like a smog. Did he get some of your flesh? He didn't come here, but who can say? Leave me. I'm bored of you. I said, leave me. I said, leave me. Maybe he'll blow me up with his mind powers if I don't leave. Huh. Well, they didn't exactly give us the answers we wanted, but it... I feel like I'm repeating myself when I say more questions. Let's talk to the doctor. I was going to say the good doctor, but, well, you've seen him. I remember seeing this the first time I came here, and I didn't grab it. I wasn't in fucking crystal mode then. I hadn't learned to pick on the way of the crystal yet.
I've got all the time in the world for you.
Ugh.
You love dies.
I don't like this.
I'm working. The offer's there if you change your mind. You carry the weight of the syndicate on your shoulders. Don't let it get too
Lady
much.
Love dies.
How's it feel to be investigating again? I'm back,
Time to
baby.
breathe life back into paradise.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better myself.
Ha-ha!
Indeed it
Sure.
is. How has the doctor been since I last saw him?
Indeed.
Keep you entertained, you know. It's a small island, but there's always a way to have fun.
Sure.
Fucking, what a fucking sleazebag. Only one way to find out.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Relentless. You don't give up, do you?
Ha-ha!
Can you blame me? It was an unforgettable night, Love Dies.
Hypothetically.
Maybe you've got some time right now. Each second I spend here allows the truth to sink further in the shadows. Paradise can't wait, huh? Feel free to swing by any time, Love Dies. I'll keep that in mind.
I've got all the time in the world
What?
for you.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people.
I had nothing to do with this.
Maybe there's something I can help you with. Hell yeah, there is. Gimme. You said you might be able to help
I
me.
had nothing
Love
to do with
Dies,
this.
you've charmed me. Despite the tragedy of last night, this island is infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you, and I can't get you out of my head, I'll break some ethics. I've treated witness for death scream trauma. Started complaining of being able to hear screaming on occasion. We have no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. Eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams. A fancy name for headaches? Something like that. When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a scream in a burst of psychic energy. Normally you can't hear them, but he'd become attuned to them. How?
Strange.
That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. He attributes it to the god's anger. He's all doom and gloom about us not doing enough to please the gods. He's taken it as one of the many signs of the end times. What was the treatment does he take? High strength migraine relief. That's the only thing that's worked. What about during the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of the island? Surely that would be overwhelming. That's different. The priests conducting the ritual channel the psychic energy released by the slaughter into energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the
That's
island.
it.
Does anyone else suffer from them?
Strange.
We had a case on Island 15. A syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing themselves. It's going to be Eyes Kawami. So he killed himself because of death scream. But is that hereditary? But no one else on this island? Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy. Would this include the demonically possessed? Probably. I can't say
Investigator
for
is
sure.
here.
How would it affect them? I'd imagine a spike in adrenaline. Anything else about
You've
Witness?
got this wrong.
I've been worried about his mental health.
I'm a professional.
He's become secretive and guarded. It's manifesting in the standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call with someone in the room and always steps out onto the balcony. Other people have reported the same thing. Who? Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She's worried that he was slipping into paranoia. Why are you suddenly telling me this? It's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about last night and the lunatics we have on the island. Then the heavens send an angel to come and question me. So you're breaking patient confidentiality to try and get in my pants. Is it working? I'll let you know. I'll give you a fucking hint. Starts with N and ends with fuck off. I've been told that you're in love with
I'm
Akiko.
a professional.
I assume you paid for that secret. It's none of your business or anyone else's. It's nothing to do with your case. Did you kill the council with revenge of the deputy father?
Investigator.
Got some guts coming on yacht, flinging bullshit like that around. Just doing my job, Doc. I'm not a killer. Never have been, never will be, regardless of what happened to my father. Even if it put Akiko in harm's way, you're just jumping to some pretty big conclusion and exhausting my goodwill. My personal life and feelings are none of your
Island is
business.
about to
I
end.
didn't kill the council, and there's nothing in this world that would make me a killer.
Investigator.
I was a battlefield medic, but I didn't carry a weapon. I've seen the nightmare of death, and I do not intend to inflict it on anyone else, no matter
That's
what.
not nice.
This conversation is over. I kind of believe him. I know that goes against my moral code to believe a Scotsman, but... Did you see Yuri? Yuri Knight last night? I didn't see him last night, I'm afraid. Okay. Did you examine the dead guards at the First Holy Seal? Nope, Keiko wouldn't let me.
This is
Why?
bad.
She said that's military jurisdiction. She didn't want the corpses of her soldiers disrespected with a post-mortem. Uh-huh. That sounds like fucking
That's
horse shit to me. Even though there could be evidence,
Theoretically,
in her mind, she's already got the case solved. Henry's behind bars, and he clearly did it.
The investigator is here.
Do you believe that? I'm not much into beliefs, Love Dies. I'm going to see what truth you find. Is there a database of DNA or blood samples for everywhere on the island? You want to run some blood? Wish I could help. Just after the crisis meeting last night, parts of the central servers started
That's
corrupting. That's convenient,
investigator.
isn't it? I became aware of it because the terminal in my lab does an automated backup in the
I'm worried.
wee early hours of the morn. I got a report that the backup failed. I took a look at it and part of the medical archive had corrupted.
Sure.
What about the backup? Or the central server on the
The
moon?
island is about to end.
That went down as well. The corruption spread. Not to all of the moon database. I can still access most of the files on there. Where is the server on the island? In the caverns under the island, Masahiro Heavy Industries maintains it. The only entrance into the caverns is via the Deep Factory, and that's under lockdown. Why? The Deep Factory is shut down at the end of the island. Only 4 people can unlock it. Council member Mekin Origin ran Masahiro, but her dead body is up in the council penthouse. Same with Pandora 2. She ran Dead Nebula and the Deep Factory. Nicolinda Rose is second in command of Dead Nebula, but they're on the next island. Lydia took them early on. And Balthazar Tears was Mekin's assistant at Masahiro, but he's on the next
I
island
have
as
a
well.
bad feeling
I'll
about
go to the
this.
25th island and bring Nicola and Bachelor back, and they can open up the Deep Factory so I can find out what the hell's going on with the server. Not so fast. No one leaves this island. Judge's orders. Besides, you need Lydia to take you to the next island, and she's on your list of suspects,
Don't
right? So
Test
what do I do
me,
about the server?
Origin.
2 options. Chalk it up to bad luck and coincidence, or let it fuel a dreadful, all-consuming conspiracy. I'll go for the second one. I'll go for the second one in my accent.
Indeed.
Haha, keep on trucking, love days. Fuck you. Tell me more about the inhibitors used to sedate Henry. Masahiro H. MHI Tech. Drugs that sedate the body and inhibit psychic ability. They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body and mind and stop them from lashing out. Henry's dosage levels have been correct for the last
Oh.
decade. Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's
I
inhibitors?
see.
Not the first person to ask, love
What the
days.
heck?
I'm a
Who?
professional.
Witness. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of the island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? He's executed and not part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. There's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution, so he's in safe hands, but Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that keep Henry
The
sedated.
investigator is here.
Are they a fail
I'm
point?
worried.
Possibly, but you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. You'd need a massive spike of adrenaline. The only way I can think of provide that would be an injection. But you just told me a massive spike of adrenaline. Ugh. There's another way to get a massive spike of adrenaline, and it's the psychic scream from the psychic scream emitter that we just found. Could someone have done that? Adrenaline is manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it. His blood work came back clean, though. No one gave him that drug. What about death screams? Could they cause an adrenaline burst? Maybe, but I don't know how you'd weaponize a death scream. What about one of these, motherfucker?
I'm worried.
It looks like it records death screams. Is that a directional
That's it.
speaker? It is. How would you record a death scream? You could record the brain activity using electrodes. This device looks like it has a crystal in it. Are they recording the death screams in the demon chamber underneath in the dead zone? The death scream gets written to that, and upon stimulation, the crystal would output the scream. It's a one-shot use though. You can see the crystal is burnt out. The death. Sorry, I need to read that again. My mind was not. I read it all and I didn't take any of the information in. The death scream gets written to that, and upon stimulation, the crystal would output the scream. It's a one-shot use. You could see that the crystal is burnt out, so it has been used. I could never experience the death screams as I'm not a sufferer. I presume you want my opinion though. The demon that possessed Henry is attuned to psychic energy. This could have been used to agitate it. Handy if you wanted to turn Henry into a weapon. Akiko thinks the demon tricked the inhibitors, and I'm doing the Scottish accent to mock you, you Scottish bastard, you wee Highland prick, ya beastie, ya dick. Sorry. Akiko thinks the demon tricked the inhibitors, and that's how Henry escaped. Certainly a theory. Is it a good one? There's no proof. I can't say anything without
Really?
proof. We've never encountered this phenomenon before, but every race of demons is different. It's worth considering, but you need to try and find proof before relying on a theory. I'll keep that in mind. Why don't we know who Harry's father is? Why? You mean why wasn't that tracked like every other birth? Because it's a council member. Yeah, you're the doctor after all. When she gave birth, she said you didn't know who the father was. What about DNA? The test came up blank. Isn't that concerning? Very. Not a lot I can do though.
That's weird.
Why would a DNA test come up blank? We missed someone and we don't have them recorded. I don't think this is important. Love dies. I'm not sure how this relates to the council murder. What if someone deliberately kept the birth a secret? Why would they do that? Someone having an affair they shouldn't be? It's a possibility, but they need some high-level clearance for that. Or access to you. That's quite the accusation, investigator. Doc, the third Holy Seal is bloodlock counter to the council
I'm
blood.
worried.
Makes sense.
Ooh, the
Who's got council
investigator's
blood?
here.
This is bad.
Is this a trick question, Love Dies? Only the council. What if that
That's
wasn't true?
unusual.
Are you asking if someone secretly has council blood? That's a stretch, Love Dies. What about you? Do you have samples of council blood? I do for medical reasons. They're locked down now. Could someone have taken one?
Strange.
I'm so bad with the accents changing. They're under high security. Anything suspicious recently? Nope. Anyone been in your clinic who shouldn't be in there
That's
recently?
not nice.
Nope. Although I did catch Sam in there. He was just picking up his prescription
The
though.
investigator is here.
Can you check that the council blood samples were all accounted for? Let me just pull up the inventory on my phone. Sorry, the app has taken ages to load. That's odd. There's one missing, but the security alarm
That's
didn't go
weird.
off. Whose sample is missing? Kafka Memories. We already fucking knew that. We're miles ahead. Ya Tibris beastie.
Ah,
There's an anomaly with Kafka's login to the Bloodlock.
Huh?
This is bad, Love
I
Dice.
don't like
You don't need to tell me. This puts you and or Sam at the scene.
You've got this wrong.
I've had nothing to do with this. A blood sample from your clinic was found on the seal. You found Sam snooping in your clinic. Maybe he took the sample and used it.
You've got this wrong.
Well, it sure as hell wasn't me. I believe him. You examined Grace bloodlines when Henry killed her, right, Doc? A nasty one for sure. Was there anything odd about the scene of the victim? I mean, odd for a case of demonic possession? I didn't get to examine the scene for long. Akiko was in a rush to contain the area. I was pretty open and shut case. The markings on Grace were strange, though. In what way? In what way? She said, in a normal, not Scottish accent. Fuck! Fuck! Shit! Fuck! I'm just looking at his fucking stickers on his stupid arms. Henry's another victim. His mother had the same sigils. Henry's other victim. His mother had the same sigils scorched into her skin as Henry. Grace had those sigils, but they weren't scorched. They looked like they had been carved with a blade. The demon inside Henry burns with cosmic fire, and Henry's victims receive the same branding. So if he killed the council, they'd all carry the sigils? Depends on how he did it. I don't have a lot of evidence to support this, but I expect the sigils to only be scorched on victims he had sustained close contact with. A cut and run probably wouldn't do it, but a strangulation would. I should mention that I would expect the inhibitors to prevent or limit the scorching of those sigils into victims. So why were Grace's sigils cut into her? I wrote it off to the madness of demonic possession. We don't know a whole lot about this kind of thing, so I figured he carved them in himself as some kind of ritual. Can't say for sure though. Thanks for your help, Doc. It's horseshit. It's a clear horseshit. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I said, intentionally doing the Scottish accent to throw you all off.
How?
I saw Akiko after the murder when I examined Henry. Can't help you with anything before that, Love Dies. Have you spoken to her? Okay, we might zip through without any Scottish accents. See, the architect. She said at the crisis meeting she was at Witness. Witness can probably tell you more. Crimson? You see Crimson? She has her little emporium. Go ask her. Henry. Henry? Is there anything you tell me about Henry? You've spoken to Akiko, right? She'll tell you what he did. Lydia and Sam. See Lydia and Sam. I was in my clinic all night and didn't see them. Lydia should have been in contact with Yuri, though. You see Witness? I don't know what he was doing, but he's normally in his apartment last night. Go ask him. Second Holy Seal. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? Not a thing. Council business. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession? Don't know what to tell you, Love Dies. He's clearly possessed and wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago. If you think there's something suspicious, try the crime scene, his apartment in the dead zone. What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal? Not a thing, Love Dies. Council secrets and all that. Fuck me. What the shit? Ah, Jesus.
Is this a fact or a truth?
See, okay. What if they were just get Henry down here and snuck him up through here? That must mean, right, if you're following my theory, if he was taken through the barracks, there must be a way to get to the barracks from here. Right? Surely. It doesn't really make sense. The barracks is almost in the center of the island. This is about where the barracks is up here. Yeah, no, this is exactly where the barracks is. There's nothing? Nothing around? Nothing secretive? Damn it. Thought I was really onto something there. I guess not. The mystery still eludes me.
Those crystals obtained.
Fuck. Well, we're in the area to Yuri and Skullboy Witness. We should go we go to both of them and just ask any extra questions we have, just to see if we can clear anything up.
Witness to the end.
Witness to the end. Must warn you, I'm not one for long conversations. How are your plans? They do well in the climate of paradise. When the world is coming apart, it's good to have a hobby. Would you like one? I give them to people difficult to care for. They're testing to go. Fail without them, they will die. If they all die, and then we all die. The plants need our time and devotion, so do our gods. Absolutely.
The gods are radiant.
The plant has been freshly fertilized and watered. It comes from an esoteric plateau from my home in Iran. Will survive for a while without constant attention. Once you finish your investigation, it will provide something to focus on. Thank you, Witness.
The gods are watching us.
I am enjoying our conversations, Lady Love
The
Dies.
gods are
There is a
radiant.
sensitive matter which we could discuss further.
Relic obtained.
Discuss. Give me the secrets.
Sure.
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? It was about Akiko's phone call after Henry
The
escaped.
gods are
I
watching
can see you're
us.
working hard, Love Dies, so I'll tell you this. I worry that you're doing this for yourself and not the god, but I am bound to help you. It is their wish.
Blasphemy!
Akiko was supposed to be at the Desolation Cell, unless we already know, yet I couldn't hear the haunting sounds of that island nor the sea that surrounds it.
That's
What does that mean?
strange.
Everything. Nothing. You need to work that out. The gods wish you to know, so you know. Now you know.
Why?
Why have you started taking calls in private? Why is this anyone's business? Are you hiding something? Plotting something? Don't be ridiculous.
Why?
Why were you irritated to see Carmelina? Is that what she told you? I was surprised. It was unlike her to do a social call.
Why?
Why do you think she interpreted that as irritation? I believe she wanted to gloat about the perfect next island. I wasn't in the mood to fawn over her achievements. We have different views though in the rush to perfection.
Crime cannot hide.
Tell me at the moment the council died. I know you suffer from psychic death screams. Doomjars can't be trusted with painted confidentiality around you. Yeah, my sexiness gets all the information out of them. Yes, every time a person dies, I'm assailed by the psychic death scream echoing out into space. Doomjar prescribed me medication for it. Why did you suffer from death scream trauma when they died? Yes, I was assailed by the death screams of the council. I was brought to my knees in pain. What do you know about the phone number 833-211-2ES-911-6RD?
What?
No idea what the
Why?
number is. Then why did your phone dial at midnight last night? I assure you I didn't. Why are you doing this dance, witness? What
The
dance?
facts and the truth.
Do you
are not
honestly
the
think I
same.
just pulled that number out of my ass, waltz over here, and will accept no idea as an answer? The
Paradise
council
feels
has been
wrong.
murdered. Everyone left on this island a suspect, a lunatic, an idiot, or all three. I'm not in the mood for no
I
idea. I pulled that number from your
cannot
phone. You dialed it at midnight last night. Midnight last night, this council was murdered. I'm sorry, investigator, but I have no idea what that number is. Are you sure the phone records haven't been tampered with? There was no evidence of tampering. The records were accessed from your phone by a communications verification protocol at communication station 0018. Well, there must be some mistake.
I
A misdial,
have a
perhaps.
bad
Okay, sure. A
feeling
butt
about
dial
this.
when the council were murdered. It's the only explanation I can
Sure.
offer. You're hiding something, and I'm going to find out what. Did you see Yuri last night? His secretary was spoken to. Okay, here we go. Witness, I need to talk to you. What do you know about the device I found? It looks like it records the death screams you suffer from and replays them. It's been refitted with a directional speaker that allows them to be targeted. I found it pointed at Henry's cell. Doomguy's hypothesized that someone possessed by a demon would be agitated by it and have a spike of adrenaline. Sounds
All that
perfect for whipping
remains are
Henry
the
into a
facts.
frenzy when Akiko went to execute him, giving him a chance to escape. The death screams are torture. I would never
Don't
inflict them on
test
anyone
me.
else. So you're denying it? Of course. There's no evidence that I placed or used the device. No, I don't think he did. Doomjazz told me that you asked about overcoming Henry's inhibitors. The end of the island is endlessly fascinating. A symphony of finales, all hanging in the balance. Having a demonically possessed prisoner is a significant risk. I need to know everything there is to know. So you weren't trying to find out how to overcome them to help Henry escape? Don't be ridiculous. How would that help our holy mission? I don't think Witness did it, but he's definitely seeming more and more sussy by the second. What do you know about the Fourth Holy Seal? Nothing. It's one of the Council's secrets. Fucking horseshit. God told me he went and carved off some flesh. What's up with that?
The
Not your
facts or
concern.
truth
I
or not.
vehemently disagree. Fine. The island dies, and I want to know why. Demons come to us and rot our triumphs. Do gods attract them? Does keeping one on the island make demonic invasions more likely? Why carve his flesh? Seems like a sin. I needed to study it. You can feel the cosmos when you look at the flesh of one of our lords. He is linked to the stars. Is he a magnet? What did you find? Nothing. His holiness, the holiness of the Lord should never be questioned. Can I verify this is true? I conducted the research in
Don't test
private.
me.
Don't like the sound of this, Witness.
The gods are displeased.
Okay. Do you know anything about the third seal? The Holy Seal is a secret on purpose. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Wasn't a case solved years ago? Yep, it was, and that means
The gods are radiant.
who solved it? Not me, so we can't trust it. Should be able to maybe even see Yuri from down here. From up here, I should say. Alright. Is that him? No, we can't actually see him. He's hiding in the trees. Yuri, I want to talk.
You reunite.
Got time to chat? What now? You seem to be ambitious. Is that a statement or a question?
Oh,
Why are you like this? Like what? Don't be so arrogant, Yuri. You know what. I just want people to use language correctly when addressing their betters. Betters? I'm now secretary to the leader of the syndicate. Temporary leader. Maybe. Certainly makes me have a higher station than an exiled freak. Titles don't make you a better person. The lower class often use that argument. If that were the case, why am I in a position of power and respect and you're not?
don't test me.
Respect is something you earn. Power isn't always a positive quality.
Oh, so pathetic.
Platitudes of the jealous.
Sure.
Maybe life isn't about status and acquiring power. Scoots. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. I doubt he's gonna tell us anything. I scanned your phone. You can have it back now. Believe me now, freak? No, I don't. Phone records prove my
The
alibi.
truth
There's a
is
10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a
Sure.
hole. Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you. You were waiting at the Paradise Gates just before the murder. And
Why?
maybe your phone was off.
Nonsense.
Why would my phone be off while I'm directing the ferry woman?
So pathetic.
Do you even think, freak?
Insufferable.
The reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. At the end of the island, the folding drive does a final burst of power to both islands during the transition. The radiation causes localized areas of communication and electronic interference.
That's weird.
That seems
What are
convenient.
you talking about?
What do you want me to say? The truth? Oh shit. Okay, let's
Why?
ease into this. Why did you shut down the boat trips
What
early, Yuri?
business is it of yours?
Just an answer the question. It was part of shutting down the island, ready for the end. But why? Never normally happens, and none of the other systems were shut down prematurely.
Insufferable.
Don't question how I do my job, freak. I had some security worries and shut it
Is
down.
this a fact?
Did it have
or a
anything to
truth?
do with the dead body at the bottom of a cliff?
What?
What dead body? I
How
have no
dare
idea
you.
what you're talking about. Surely this is jurisdiction of the marshals. You're supposed to be
I
investigating the
need
council
to
matter.
investigate
It
the
might be
facts and the
linked.
truth.
Do you have
or
anything to
not.
do with it? Definitely not, freak. A lot of bad coincidences then. Must be. Heard you're missing a
What?
ring, Yuri. Of what interest is that to you? Is it this one? Give me that.
Crime is repulsive.
It's impolite to snatch. Want to tell me what it's doing on in the fist of K.HX's dead
You
body?
got nothing on me.
I have no idea. He made it for me and I lost it. Someone probably found it and gave it to him, recognizing his
Sure.
work. Probably. Anything else you want to tell me? I don't know. Anything else, freak? Here, let's rap for a second.
Crime
Rap.
cannot hide.
You put a key in the nightmare computer connected to the obelisks on the beach and activated them. What are you talking about?
Crime is repulsive.
You did. I've got the logs. Don't worry. Someone else accessed them. But they were more intelligent than you and used a wireless access device.
Nonsense.
See, this guy's got to be guilty. I don't know if anyone has ever played Phoenix Wright, but the characters in Phoenix Wright have about 4 different frames of emotion. I should say they have about 3, apart from whoever's guilty has a 4th one where you finally fucking catch them off guard. This guy has like the 3rd one. Look, he's mad. Everyone has like a normal motion, like, and then spooked when you're finally catching on to them, and then mad when you accuse them wrong, and then finally, like, obviously if they're the big bad guy, whatever their gimmick is plays into it, and like if they're wearing like a helicopter beanie, it spins around real fast and they sort of take off. Or, that's just an example. Whatever, but look at his emotion. He's a bad guy. He's a bad man. More intelligent. The insects on this island can barely tie their shoelaces, let alone figure out the symbols on these obelisks in space. Thanks, Yuri. For what? You just told me about the symbols on the obelisks, which I didn't ask about, and you'd only know about if you used them. Fucking dickhead. Where did you get the key from to have access to the obelisk? I have no idea what you're talking about, freak. Oh, don't hold out on me, Yuri. I know you know the secret of the second seal. I have nothing else to say. Have you ever visited the library vaults? From time to time. Give me the irritated. Don't be coy, Yuri. I expect better answers than that. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know why you're asking. I'm chasing some leads. The vault contains forbidden text about demonology. A demon is reported to have possessed a citizen and murdered the council.
What business is it of yours?
It also contains other books. I'm the architect's secretary. She occasionally requires books and texts for her work. So you didn't take books on demonology? Do the words demonology and architecture sound the same to you, freak? Yes, they do. Take him away, boys. See the architect last night? I saw the architect before I started my duties with the ferrywoman. You should ask her about the time of the murder, though. I was here. Do you know anything about the Third Holy Seal? Of course not. They're a mystery. Stop wasting time. Fourth Holy Seal. You mean the Holy Seal that got Henry through and killed the council? Yeah, that one. Who cares? The monster killed them. Let's get a show on the road. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Absolutely nothing. Fuck. Yada yada yada. A million eyes. Reach the moon. Okay, I think that's as good as time as I need to save up. My voice is starting to go, but it's not so bad. I might play it more later on today.